All right. Welcome back, terrestrials, to the quarantine movie reviews. And in this, it really doesn't seem like a quarantine movie review type thing. Like, we should just make this a whole new thing. But anyways.
Oh, yeah, we'll work on that down the line. Figuring out a name.
All right. Welcome back, terrestrials, to the quarantine movie reviews. In this episode, we're going to do something a little different. We're doing top 5 heroes. Now, we did top 5 villains. Got to do heroes. And again, it's to each his own. So if you don't agree, let us know why. And if we left somebody off the list that you think we should have put on a list, let us know why. All right, Jerry, kick us off.
All right, my number 5 is Shaun from Shaun of the Dead. This is my second Shaun of the Dead top 5, I've noticed. Shaun is a great hero. I did have a moment of like, is he a hero? Is he doing things for others? Or is he self-serving himself? But through his actions to help himself, he helps others.
Right.
And that is why he is a true hero of the story. He grows, he starts low, he ends high. And I think that's what really makes a true hero in a hero movie.
Okay.
He knows he has to do the right thing and ends up doing it alone. So,
Okay.
Shaun is my number 5. What is your number 5?
My number 5 is Axel Foley from Beverly Hills Cop. He plays it fast and loose. He's hilarious, and he doesn't care, but he always gets the job done, and he always takes down the bad guy. I don't know. I love the charisma.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't really care about the rules. Whatever it takes, whatever he needs to do, and he's a badass when he needs to be a badass, and he's a jokester when he needs to be a jokester, and he blends the two perfectly. But at the end of the day, he is a hero.
Yeah.
So that's my number 5.
Nice. My number 4 is Captain Jack Sparrow, a little bit newer character. He's just great. There was like 1 million kids out there dressing up as pirates for 1 year and stuff. So I think the greatest line in the movie, which really sums it up, is you're probably the worst. You're the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
And Captain Jack's response is, "But you've heard of me."
Yeah.
So his actions, his deeds are great.
Yeah.
And he's like, he just gets away with stuff in scenes.
Absolutely.
Like, does he plan it or did it just happen that way?
Yeah.
And it's a real fun hero character.
He is. Absolutely.
Yep.
That's I can't believe I didn't think of him.
Nah.
And I thought he'd be a little bit higher on your list, too.
I got others that I need to discuss, but, better to be on the list than not on the list right now. So.
True. All right. Well, my number 4 is a twofer.
Twofers.
Jay and Silent Bob from Dogma. Again, I love, just as much as I love my Rambos and my Commandos and my Chuck Norrises, I love fumbling idiots that are heroes. Jay and Silent Bob fall into that category perfectly. They're even somewhat reluctant to be the hero, but they don't grow at all. They don't mature at all. They are themselves throughout the entire movie, and it's hilarious. It's fun to watch. It's entertaining. And still yet, they're the heroes because they save, along with Alanis Morissette, they save the world.
Yeah.
So, heroes. Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
My number 3?
My number 3 is Rooster Cogburn from the remake of True Grit.
Yes.
I've never seen the John
Original.
Wayne
Right, yeah.
version of it. John Wayne, yeah, he probably has his place, but not today. But Jeff Bridges kills it as that character. You watch this old time cowboy style character grow to care for this girl. It's just like, $50. Who cares about, $50 and stuff? But he does learn to care, and, spoiler free for the end if you've never seen it. It's real emotional to watch, this hero really just take control of the situation.
Yeah.
Especially past his prime kind of deal. So Rooster Cogburn is my number 3.
All right.
Yeah.
My number 3 is my number 1 from the villains list. It's Bodhi again, P. Swayze, for all the exact same reasons for the exact same reasons that he was my number 1 villain. He's my number 3 hero. He lives life the way he wants to live life. He lives life the way he wants to live his life, and nothing's gonna stop him. And he's gonna catch the big wave. And yeah, man,
And he might murder you in the moment if he doesn't
might.
get that way.
right, exactly. So, but he's a hero nonetheless.
Yeah. Never mind. Cut that up. All right, my number 2 is the Ghostbusters. All the Ghostbusters. Not just one character, but 4 complete package. You can't have one Ghostbuster.
Right.
You have to have like all 4 of them really to make that complete package.
Yep.
Egon's the brain. Ray is the spirit guy. Bill Murray is the funny, and Winston, he's the everyday common guy.
Right. Yes.
He projects that idea.
He's the guy that came into it needing a job.
Yeah.
And that's what makes him a great character, because you do have those other characters with their classifications, and he's the guy that was just like, dude, are you going to pay me? I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, even in jail, he was like, I just work for these guys.
Yeah.
But like I said, without Winston, this character doesn't work. Even going to the cartoon, he becomes a little bit more of like the technical, mechanical person and stuff. He can fix things around the fire station. So yeah, Ghostbusters is my number 2.
It's a really good number 2. My number 2 is going to be everyday man John McClane. We all know Die Hard. I'm not talking about the rest of the Die Hards. I'm talking about the Die Hard.
Yeah.
I think that he's a great hero. He's put in an extreme situation which he overcomes. He's never begrudgingly doing it because he knows it's the right thing to do. But at the same time, you can tell that he was just like, man, this was supposed to be a vacation.
Yeah.
Like, I was coming to win my wife back, and now I got to deal with terrorists in this building. So, John McClane, number 2, always.
Yeah, and there was like that sense back in the 80s where like good guys that couldn't let anything go. Like he could have just simply gone out there, raised his hand, been like, yeah, this will be over soon enough and stuff.
Right.
But no, he took action.
Right.
And that's the main focus of the John McClane character, is that he took action. He could have just, I'm just going to hide in here for right now.
Right.
This will all blow over eventually. They're just after Nakatomi.
Right.
So, but no, he didn't. He went out there with no shoes and kicked ass, took names. So, my number 1. I was lost. My number 1 is Samwise Gamgee from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. The Lord of the Rings has a lot of heroes.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this
that
time.
are heroic in their deeds. But I always felt like Samwise, he was the one that you watch actually grow to become a hero. He doesn't start out, sword fighting and stuff in the beginning. I think his first kill comes by a frying pan. And he says, I'm getting the hang of this. What are you getting the hang of? Murder? But Samwise just embodies that courage. And I think that's really a big thing of of hero in a movie. Is a character who, he's just a gardener. He's a hobbit of the Shire. He's never dealt with this crap, but now he has to deal with it, and he will stab you in the back. He's the man.
Ash Williams is my number one. Moving right along, Ash Williams is a great hero. He's the perfect example of the fumbling idiot that just has to deal with the situation. And I fucking love it. I look at him and I see myself. If I was put into a situation with demons, I would try to befriend them. And if that doesn't work, then yeah, I'm going to lose a hand and I'm going to put a chainsaw on it and I'm going to kick everybody's ass. He's a great, he's kind of a playboy. He's got his, again, charisma.
Yep.
He's great at talking. Especially later in the series and with, the Ash vs. the Evil Dead series and stuff. But he never grows. He never learns.
He does. I mean, look at the first movie to the second one.
He learns the names of the demons, but he doesn't really grow as a human being.
Oh, well.
Even from Ash 1 to... Well, I guess maybe he does, but he becomes kind of cynical... Not cynical, but he becomes more of a...
he becomes stern.
Yeah, I know all about this shit. Yeah, I'll kill that guy once I finish my beer.
He becomes stern. Like, if you look at Ash Williams getting out of that car in Evil Dead 1, and he's all happy-go-lucky, and then when he drops in on Army of Darkness, where he's like, if any of you primates even touch me... I love that moment, but yeah, I mean
he's been through it, you know, so he's a little traumatized.
He's got that mile long stare or whatever it's called. Like he's just seen the shit, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a great one. I mean, we could probably go for a full hour talking about the Ash Williams because I think after they really created an Ash Williams, they tried to create Ash Williams and other characters, but it just doesn't work.
Right.
It doesn't work.
No,
I mean...
There's only one.
Yeah. You could put Ash Williams in any situation, and it would be Ash Williams, played by Bruce Campbell.
Yes.
Only.
Yes.
Never remake that character with, like...
Yeah.
I don't know, the guy who plays Thor or something. Shit like that.
No, God, no. That would be the worst person to do it.
Like they tried it with Stan versus Evil.
Dr. Cox, I'm sorry, bro. Don't make another season of that show.
I got 30 minutes into it and turned it off.
I'm going to try and give it another fair chance eventually, but it's pretty low on my list.
Yeah. Like
Big Mouth Season 4 just came out, so I got to knock that out.
Yeah. But yeah, I try. And if you're pretending to be Ash without a chainsaw hand and, you just don't try. Don't try to be Ash Williams. Ash Williams is Ash Williams.
Right, exactly.
By Bruce Campbell.
Right. He's
So.
the Hefe, and he'll always be the Hefe.
Yeah.
But all right, so that's our top fives. Again, if you see somebody that you disagree with or you feel we left somebody off important, let us know in the comments. Maybe we'll address it in our next video. As usual, like, subscribe, share, and yeah, we'll see you next week.